Hello, my name is Amber Fox. I'm going to be discussing the lymphatic and immune systems. Here's my diagram. First, I'm going to discuss the pharyngeal tonsils here, and those are located in the inner surface of the pharynx, so the back part of the throat. The tonsils are lymphoid nodules, and those consist of dense clusters of lymphocytes. They are part of the immune system, and they play a key role in fighting off infections and also protecting the entrance pathways into the body, such as the oral cavity and the nasal cavity. Next is the thymus gland, and this is the thymus here, and this is located between the sternum and the aorta of the heart. The thymus is a gland, and it consists of two lobes. Each lobe consists of an outer region called the cortex, and the cortex contains immature thymocytes or T cells. The inner region of each lobe is called the medulla, and the medulla contains more mature thymocytes or T cells. The thymus, it works as a defense mechanism for the body as part of the immune system, and where T cells grow and mature. So next I'm going to be talking about innate and adaptive immunity. So innate immunity or immune functions are separated into three phases. The second phase is innate immunity, where it's rapid but non-specific and not always effective, and that consists of a variety of specialized cells. Adaptive immunity is slower and more specific and effective, and involves many types of cells, primarily white blood cells or leukocytes. Also, passive and active immunities. Passive immunity is short-term protection, so it's the transfer of antibodies to another person instead of self-producing. An example of natural passive immunity is a fetus that receives its antibodies from the mother as they pass or cross the placenta and into the bloodstream. Artificial passive immunity, an example is an IgG injection. IgG is or immunoglobulins injection, which are antibodies that protect against viral infections. Active immunity is long-term protection, as one makes its own antibodies and memory cells are created to recognize. An example of natural active immunity is exposure to pathogens, where the body's immune system begins to create antibodies against those specific pathogens. Artificial active immunity is where someone is exposed to pathogens through a vaccine, which the vaccine contains a weakened virus and causes the body's immune system's memory cells to recognize those pathogens. HIV and the effects on the immune system. So when a person's exposed to HIV, the virus or the body begins to produce antibodies against the virus in an attempt to rid the body of that virus. This response is called seroconversion. Typically, this takes place early on when the virus is undetectable. Unfortunately, the antibodies are not sufficient to clear the body of the virus. And for several years, the virus kind of remains in the body at a low level. In that time, the virus uses CD4 cells as receptors to bind to and enter into the cells, and also which destroys the cells and continues to copy itself while the cell is being destroyed. The immune system is now compromised, and the person is more susceptible to other viruses, including it becoming AIDS and acquiring other viruses, as well as can lead to death. Thank you.